Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I thought I would show you how I exactly painted my birdhouse. Well, I didn't shoot all of them, the whole birdhouse. I only got parts of it because I thought it would be easier that way. So yeah, enjoy the video. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'll show you how exactly I painted my birdhouse. I already painted most of the sides, but I do have a lot more to get done, but we'll see what happens in the video. And yeah, keep on watching to see the results of this amazing, beautiful birdhouse. And I just love cherry blossoms, so that's sort of like the theme that I was going with for this birdhouse, and it's pretty amazing. It's more different than I ever imagined. I never actually did a painting video ever in a long time, but this is the first time that I actually felt like I was good at painting. I mean, I did sort of plan it all, but I think I had more brush options than I usually do. And that helps a lot with, especially painting. It's a huge deal. Sometimes you perfect it, sometimes you don't. And yeah, and here I'm just painting the blue. I don't know why, but this brush doesn't really help with using it on wood, so I had to really press really hard just to use it. So then I just had to be reliant on this brush to help me get started. And then I'm basically doing two types of blues. I'm doing sort of like a gradient, but also adding some white into it to make it look nice and pretty. I don't know, I just enjoy doing something different. I wanted a challenge that I thought was something that I would enjoy, and I love birds, and I actually put it outside in my front yard. So, I don't know, I don't actually see any birds on it right now, but we'll see. So here I'm just using a mix of dark blue and light blue to create the sky and clouds look. Sorry, I keep on moving the camera. I was trying to get the right angle for painting this. It's not easy to get that angle. So yeah, I had to do this all the way on the top. I had to also do the roof underneath, just so everything is covered and nicely painted, and then use small brush strokes if you can. And yeah, this is actually my first time doing a painting that I actually enjoyed, and trying something different, trying something new. I was really scared that I wouldn't be able to actually complete something that I'm proud of, and I'm just so excited about all this process and just trying to create something that is magical and amazing at the same time. I wouldn't have thought that I would be painting something. I never actually paint on this channel. It's usually me just doing tech and Procreate drawing videos, but this time I thought I would film my process. I know it isn't all of the sides of the birdhouse, but the backside is probably the most because there's a lot more space to work on, and sort of it's calming to paint something that I didn't imagine, and I was pretty impressed with my skills with this. And I think it's something that it's amazing that you can create out of something. It was just an empty canvas, and then adding colors to it sort of makes it magical at the same time. And I hope that I can do more projects like this in the future, because this is the first project that I'm actually confident that I actually did it. And it's amazing about what I can create. And I am still doing painting and stuff, but this is probably the biggest project I had to do, and I think it was totally worth all the effort. You can see on the other side I did paint a cherry blossom tree, which is probably the reference that I'm using because I wanted it to feel colorful, and I just think since it's spring just around the corner, it is actually spring now. I actually filmed this a week ago, I think, maybe. I don't know, since it's spring I thought I would try to do something spring related, so I just decided to do cherry blossoms because I've always been inspired by that flower. I mean, it just blooms and looks amazing and beautiful, so I thought I would capture that. So first what I did was create a tree, a brown tree. I used a sort of like a big brush, but not too big, but it was actually the perfect size to do a branch because trees are really thin, but they also comes in different shapes and sizes, and it's amazing about what you can create just by doing this, which I think is pretty amazing about what exactly you can do with what little. And yeah, I did use different types of paint. I used multi-surface paint, I used regular paint, and acrylic paint, so sort of a mix. But then it did stay. I was actually worried that it would be ruined by all the rain that is happening, but it stayed colorful still. I don't know how long it might last, so I might have to repaint it some other time. I don't know. But it's so like, I like painting trees because they're so easy to do. It's just something that I'm really good at, painting trees. I've actually done tons of tree illustrations and stuff, so I thought it would be time to actually use that skill in creating something more physical and something that I could be proud of. And I love this birdhouse that I didn't make it, but I painted it, and it was only $7 at Michael's, and it was totally worth it. Even though it was really tiny, I thought it made a huge difference, and I think it might add some color that I love to add in my front yard because I thought it looked kind of boring. So here I'm just adding the purple color. So the purple color is just the base of the cherry blossoms. I will add a pink color later. Just the purple one I just wanted to add purple for this one. Purple is a great color, but it is a dark color, but I think it acts like the shadow of the tree, adding more color and depth into it. It sort of puts it all together in perspective. And I just dabbed it because I wanted it to have that texture, that like brush texture. Yes, I was wearing my sweater and I did get a little paint on it, but I don't know, I thought I would try to do this cherry blossom because I always wanted to create something that I can be proud of, and this is one of them. So I wanted to share with you the process of it. It's really easy and simple, I think, but I think I totally nailed creating this cherry blossom. Adding the pink definitely brightened up the tree a bit, and I think it makes a huge difference adding light and sort of dark colors together, and they sort of complement each other in some way. I really think that the purple adds a more like darker look to it and adds a little more depth. And yeah, I just like playing with color. I just love using bright colors in general. It was really hard for me to use dark colors. I don't know, I just thought this pink was a good color to work with because I think they come in different colors, shapes, and sizes. It just depends on what type of colors that you want to use for your painting, but it's pretty easy and simple. So I think I did go over the brown a bit to sort of, that's the paint that I used. It's the folklore paint, I think, multi-purpose paint or something that I used. So I decided to go over it with the brown thing to see the trunk much more better and clear, because you can't really see it with all the cherry blossom trees in the way. So I just painted on top of it to add a second coat, so then it looks more vibrant when you see it, because it's sort of hiding in behind the branches and stuff. I just made it a little more thicker, just so it adds more depth and the feeling of a real tree, because I'm trying to be realistic with painting this. Yeah, it is really beautiful and pretty at the same time. It does make it look more realistic to me. And yeah, that is how you do a cherry blossom tree in the back. Just gonna do a few touch-ups here. I want it basically to be all covered in pink, but it's sort of like an abstract version of it, if you may say it, or if you do. And yeah, I'm just adding some grass at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. I sort of covered that part because, I don't know, it's just so much easier to paint when there's no camera around. I think I paint much better when nobody is watching me. But, just adding the light green and dark green. I want to add grass because I felt like that screamed spring in a way, and it made it sort of amazing at the same time. Then I just blended it at the bottom. I did repaint the bottom side to a brown color because I thought it would make it all pop at the same time. And I just realized that I think it took close to 2 hours, maybe 1 hour, to make this whole thing and paint it. Even though it's so small, there's small little crevices underneath the roof that I had to paint too, because then I thought it would look so much weirder. I think I should. So this is the finished product. So I don't have the birdhouses outside, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what I should paint next. And I'll see you guys later for another video. And enjoy the last seconds of this. Bye.